What's up, guys? It's 2018 and I'm breaking out of my shell. Today you're gonna see the first episode of To Transcend. We sit down with Peter Dao. He's a personal trainer and bodybuilder local to the Arlington area. Hope you enjoy. How do you find your purpose or your passion, right? Like, what'd you do to figure that out?
Man, as far as like finding your purpose and your passion, it really comes down to your why you're doing things. Ultimately, I mean, there's a lot of times we go through the motion of daily life, just going through the motions. You see people all the time, and I was guilty of it too, just waking up, going to work just to pay bills, over and over.
See, so at that moment, do you believe like you didn't have a passion or purpose? Or was that your purpose was just to pay bills? Like you didn't really like dig into it.
Right. Well, as far as passion, man, that's something that you figure out as you go along. Once you start becoming more cognizant or paying attention to what you're drawn to, like what boosts your energy, right? What makes you enjoy doing? What do you find yourself looking up? What do you find yourself continue doing without even second guessing it? It's like, oh man, I want to do that. It's the first thing you wake up and think about. And throughout the day, you find things and catch things. But that's the thing about it. Like, you have to pay attention. Because the conversations we've had before, or the conversations that I have with like my clients and members on a day-to-day basis, is be cognizant and pay attention to what your body tells you. As far as physical goes, the things that you eat, how do you feel afterwards? The things that you do, or how do you feel? Are the stuff that you're doing draining your energy, or is it giving you energy? Are the people that you're hanging out with boosting your energy? Are they, like what Gary Vee would say, are they gassing you up, or are they like mentally draining, or just draw the life out of you, right? Yeah. But as far as passion goes, or the purpose of doing stuff, I mean, that's the thing about it. It's like some people figure it out sooner than others. And some people would take forever or figure it out later on in life, but that doesn't mean you won't figure it out. You just gotta pay attention.
And some people, I feel like they take that and measure themselves against that, and they're like, man, it's too late.
Right.
Know?
But like why? Like what makes it too late?
Yeah.
You know, whether you're 18 or whether you're 30. You know, I was reading something the other day, and it's like there are no rules to life. Who set it up where it said you have to accomplish something by this age? Or you have to do something by this age, or you have to have your ideal career by a certain age, whether you're 30 or 40, you know, and whatnot. And you hear people say, well, it's too late for me to do that. Well, why? We don't get extra bonus points because we achieved something or we got to something at an early age.
That's true. And I just feel like there's so many different routes you can to get to the same spot, basically.
Exactly. You know, it's one of those things, just because you said that, something popped in my head. It's like, well, what's 1 + 2? 3. 0 + 3 is also 3.
Exactly.
You know, and so there's different ways to get to that. So what makes your route or my route any better? We still get to the same destination as far as perspective goes.
See how you can find your passion and purpose? Peter talks about finding your why. You know, I feel like once you find out your why, it'll drive you to work on whatever you're passionate about, and eventually you'll find your purpose.
Right? I mean, and what is time? So if you think about it, people are like, oh well, I'm stuck in this job.
Yeah. Because
I'm invested. Brings me to a conversation I had with a friend not too long ago, and I've actually just ran into her recently at the supermarket. For the longest time, so she worked at Deloitte.
Okay. Consulting company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was an accountant for them actually, and she was 3 years in. But this was towards the beginning of when I decided to make a jump from leaving Fidelity, or on the verge of leaving Fidelity and pursuing my training, like fitness and health career. She would hate her job, hate it, literally hate it. Every time we go to like say boot camp or whatnot, or some type of training class, you can see it in her face. At the end, we'll kind of chit chat for a little bit, and she'll ask like, "How did you do things?" or "What are you doing?" And I'm asking her, and she hates it. I'm like, "So why are you still in it?" And it's like, "Well, I'm in this pipeline, and if I stick it out for another 2 years, I may make partner." And I'm like, "Okay, wait, let's rewind that real quick. You may or you will."
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, "Well, it's not guaranteed." I'm like, "Okay, well, let's say you do." Well, actually, first off, let's say you don't. Then what?
Yeah.
You know, you just done wasted, or not wasted, but you just done spent 2 years doing something that you hate. Like you hate it now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? And now say you do make partner, right? Will that change things?
You still hate
or
your
how
job.
does it change, and will you like it? Or does it just mean you have more responsibility as a partner? Maybe you get a salary, I'm pretty sure you get a salary boost, you know?
Yeah.
But would that boost compensate for how you feel at the end of the day as far as your energy goes?
And I don't know, and that's, I guess, people's idea of money and how it correlates with happiness. I feel like it's a little skewed in a way.
But see,
like
that
they don't
goes-
understand. They're like, man, if I make more money, then I can buy more things
Right.
that make me happy.
So again, it comes back to your why, right?
Yeah.
Some people are money driven, and some people have a particular reason why. Do they want financial freedom, or they're doing it because they want to travel more, or they're trying to put their kids through college, or whatever the reason be. Money is a certain driver. Money, in essence, make your life easier, right? But does it necessarily mean that it's going to make your life better or make you happier in essence?
Yeah. And one thing with that, like I feel like you said, money makes your life better, but if it's your main purpose for doing something, it's not going to bring you happiness. Yeah.
So that reminds me of a clip, again, going back to Gary Vee, when he said, I remember him finishing off and saying that he knows some people that make, like, say, $40,000 a year, or he has friends that make $47,000 a year that are happy as hell.
Yeah, dude.
They save up, they scrabble to travel, do what they need to, live within their means and so forth. And then he also has friends that are like multi-millionaires, billionaires that are depressed,
Yeah.
sad.
I mean, a good example of that is like the celebrities.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like Kid Cudi or like Kanye, those dudes that have to go into rehab.
Yeah.
Because they go through like depression and stuff, and you're like, and people, the public eye is like, why are they going through depression? They have all the money in the world, But it's like, I just feel like people need to understand that even with all the money in the world, if it's not getting you surrounded by like the power, the energy and stuff that drives you, then like there's no point of it,
At the end of the day, you have all
you
the money in the world, but it's not going to buy you the stuff that can't be measured.
I mean, same thing going from like different, like some people say, 7 figures, like jumping from a 6-figure job to a 7-figure, like, okay, that's a pretty, if you think money wise, that's a big number, right?
Yeah.
But what more does that get you in life? Another 2 bedrooms in your house, right?
Extra car.
Yeah, an extra car or 2, and that's pretty, that's like, so how long will that keep you happy?
Right. Until you want the next item.
Exactly. It's
or the
never
next
ending.
thing that's out there. Right.
Fear. That's the number one thing that keeps people from doing what they love. I can't emphasize it enough. Do not let fear stop you from doing what you love. Don't let money be your main purpose for doing anything, because if it is, it'll kill you. So like, how'd you? I mean, I know you graduated with the bio degree, right?
And nursing. Yeah.
And nursing.
Right.
And did you try to pursue nursing?
Yeah. So did that for a little bit, and then didn't continue on with it and went to finance.
And then you moved to finance.
Fidelity, right? For 5 years. Yeah.
So you were at Fidelity for dang. I thought you were there shorter.
No, for 5 years. Yeah, bro. I became fully vested.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, you were fully vested.
Started from the bottom, literally as a
call center, dude.
Yeah, as a rep, like a service rep. Customer service. Them calling in, they want to place a trade. I wasn't even placing the trade.
Yeah.
I was pretty much like triaging the calls at first. I was like, okay, well, let me get you here, or let me get you here. I started off in 401k, talking about people's retirement plans with their
So
companies.
when you got in there, I mean, in order for you to achieve at anything, you had to like get good at it somewhat, right?
Right.
And because I mean, you were there for 5 years, and I mean, just hearing from our friends and stuff, you were moving up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like climbing the corporate ladder.
Right. Definitely climbing the corporate ladder, easily working way up to working like account executive, working with high net worth clientele, getting into a branch, making 6 figs.
Yeah. How far were you in there before? I guess infidelity before you started realizing like this wasn't for you.
Bro.
Was it like 2 years in, 3 years in, or like you just?
It was actually towards the latter. Probably like 4 years into it.
So 4 years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It took me a while.
Yeah.
To make the move.
But I mean, so 4 years you started to realize that it wasn't for you. So then you were there for 5. So it really just took you a year from you realizing that wasn't your passion to leaving that.
Right.
And taking that leap.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's That's pretty, a year is pretty quick, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Some people would say, well, a year is a long time. It took him a while to make the move, but then in essence, the year goes by quick too.
Compared to the 5-4 that you spent
Right.
there before that, right?
Because I think it got to the point where I was talking to some of my teammates I was working with. You know, this is when I started to get more into the whole fitness and learning about my body and going through like competition prep or whatnot. And learning more the aspect of what fitness and what nutrition can do for you. And like again, I go back to being able to talk about it on a constant basis, a daily basis, even with my team that I'm working with at work. They're like, Peter, what are you doing here, bro? Like, you're posting stuff that would be motivational or inspirational, or you're talking about, you know, fitness and health and giving people tips and stuff. And what are you doing here? Like, this is not where you belong. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but you know, the whole fear came into it. I was like, man, what? I don't know.
Like, that's just a side thing, right? At the moment.
And when you think about personal training, I remember when I even sat down and talked to, you know, Josh. The question that I asked him when becoming a trainer was in the back of my mind, the way I phrased it. And I remember this conversation too. It was after boot camp, and I sat down with him, and we're just kind of talking about, you know, what's going on with life and stuff. And I was like, hey man, if I become a personal trainer, I didn't say when, I just said if, because again, I don't know if I'm gonna make that move or not. I was scared. I was like, if I become a personal trainer, would you be my mentor, right? He's like, yeah. Like, but what followed it made sense. He's like, look, get your certification, start with that. No one said you had to quit your job now and go right into it blind or whatever. Make moves, right? I was like, okay, you're right. He's like, get your certification, then come talk to me. I was like, okay. He's like, but then he also challenged me. He's like, I want you to do it by then, by this time frame, which gave me, if I remember correctly, it was 16 weeks, so 4 months. I was like, done. I got you. Let me show you. Instead of just telling you, let me show you. Right?
That's one thing Josh is pretty good at.
Yeah. But see, that's what comes back to like the whole movement aspect of it. You don't have to jump. You can climb down, walk across, and climb up the next cliff. But if you think about it, at the end of the day, nothing changes.
Wanna grind, wanna grind, wanna grind. Every day I'm with my team. Every day we on our grind. Baltimore too many niggas down. Gotta watch out for me and mine. Every day I'm with my team. Every day we on our grind. Baltimore too many niggas down. Gotta watch out for me and mine. Every day I'm with my team. Every day we on our grind. Baltimore too many niggas down. Gotta watch out for me and mine. Every day I'm with my.
So, I guess I'll leave you with this. One of my friends from Seattle yesterday, she saw something at the market. She was out with, with her daughter or whatnot. And she ran into something at the market. It was crazy. I'm glad she sent it to me too. But it goes back to fear. That's the one thing. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to quote verbatim, but off the top of my head, if I remember correctly, it said, when you approach the light of everything that you know, and you're about to walk into or step into the darkness of the unknown, one of two things is gonna happen. Either there'll be ground underneath you, or you'll be taught to fly.
Damn, that's powerful, man.
I was like, dude,
that is fucking
like, I appreciate her saying that. I was
hell yeah. Yeah.
Because there's stuff I want to do for 2018 that I'll probably be scared about,
Always, dude.
But looking back now, and do I regret? No, dude, I'm so glad that I made the move finally. Man, it took me a year. To some that might be a long time until us, man, that was quick. Like you jump. It's like, no, if you think about it now, I might have thought about jumping because I left a company that I was working up the corporate ladder. I was on my way to making 6 figures and whatnot to an entrepreneurial job where I'm really struggling. If I don't work, I don't eat, kind of thing. I jumped in that aspect, but I actually made moves working to it because I got my certification, and then I went and looked for a mentor and continue to learn. But
it's fucking dope,
hey, man. Be open-minded, face your fears, take that step.
Woo, that was a strong quote. If you heard Peter, I hope you remembered that, because when you go chase after something that's unknown, you don't know what you're walking into. So in 2018, when you're doing something that you don't know if you're gonna make enough money or whatever, just know that whatever it is, you'll figure out a way. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and go take the next step towards your passion.